Why are men choosing to stay single? The reality is, a lot of relationships these days have evolved quite significantly, and a lot of men just don't feel like it's worth it. It can be really hard to find meaningful connections. He's on dating site, not getting results. Some women are on there just for validation. He doesn't get any matches or messages, and it's just a frustrating experience. Women are constantly telling him online to not approach in person, so he avoids that. But realistically, how else is he supposed to find someone? Men are getting tired of investing in things that feel very temporary or shallow. Men are also staying single because of the unrealistic expectations. Nothing he feels is good enough. Being perfect in every single aspect of his life can feel overwhelming. Men are also afraid of potentially settling for a relationship that doesn't bring him peace, that doesn't have real connection or respect. All men know another man who is in a horrible relationship where he's just miserable, and he doesn't want to end up in the same situation. So as a result, men have rightfully become a lot more cautious in their dating lives.
This woman just laid out the modern male dating experience with shocking accuracy, and honestly, it feels like someone finally turned on the lights. She explains that men aren't staying single because they hate women or don't want love. They're staying single because the entire system feels broken, and she's not exaggerating. She's reporting from the front lines of loneliness. Let's break it down. A guy downloads a dating app hoping for connection. He puts in effort, good pics, thoughtful bio, and gets 0 matches. Or worse, matches with women who only want validation, not conversation. No real interest, no energy, just ego fuel. He tries to approach in real life, shut down with "don't be creepy." So he pulls back, becomes passive, then bitter, then just gone. And it's not just the lack of results, it's the pressure, the expectation to be perfect, financially stable, emotionally intelligent, fit, funny, ambitious, spontaneous, and submissive enough to never seem toxic. He's supposed to carry the relationship, pay for dates, initiate everything, while women keep the right to ghost, judge, or treat it like a social media content farm. Speaking of, how did dating become content creation? Women go on dates not to connect, but to get a free meal at a trendy spot, snap photos without the man in them, post it like it's a solo glam shoot, and then ghost like he was a background extra. That's not dating. That's emotional fast food, and men are the walking wallets. And let's talk about this so-called equality. Women fought for independence, and that's great, but now it's turned into pick and choose. I want equal rights, but I still want you to pay. I want emotional labor from you, but I don't have to give any back. I want independence, but I'll judge you if you're not fully present. That's not equality. That's privilege with a side of freedom. And yes, every man knows that guy, the one in a miserable relationship, staying because he's afraid of being alone or because he's lost himself, trying to please someone who doesn't respect him. That's not love. That's a warning sign. And it makes every other man pause and ask, is this really worth it? So men aren't giving up, they're wising up. They're choosing peace over pressure, solitude over shallow chaos, self-respect over constant rejection. And honestly, it's not a red flag, it's a survival strategy.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's on a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
That's not a misunderstanding. That's a pattern. And it cuts deep because it shows how often women fail to recognize the language of male emotion. Men don't always cry or yell. They don't always say, "I'm hurting." They sit. They observe, they make quiet comparisons, they use metaphors, they show up in subtle ways, and if you're not listening closely, you miss it. And when you miss it once, they notice. When you miss it twice, they start to close. And here's the truth. When a man realizes he can't be emotionally seen, not for his fears, not for his fatigue, not for his silent struggles, he stops trying. He learns that vulnerability with her only leads to dismissal, jokes, or redirection. So he protects himself. He pulls back. He keeps his thoughts in his chest. He wears the cap, not just as a habit, but as armor. And yes, this is the cost of a culture that says men should be strong, but never soft. That their emotions are only valid if they're about sports, money, or anger, never about lost time or fear of fading away.
Can someone explain to me how a man can work all day to keep a woman home nice and comfortable and he'll come home to no punani, no home-cooked meal, and a dirty house? I mean, isn't the whole point of staying home to help make the person who's working all day's life easier?
A relationship isn't a one-way service, it's a partnership. And if one person is carrying the financial weight while the other isn't contributing in any meaningful way, emotionally, domestically, physically, then it's not a team, it's a transaction. And eventually, that man will ask himself, why am I doing this? Now, stay-at-home partners, male or female, do real work. And if a woman is managing the home, raising kids, cooking, cleaning, that's full-time labor. But if she's not doing any of that, if she's just there, taking comfort for granted, offering nothing in return, then yes, that's unfair, and yes, it breeds resentment. Intimacy isn't a right, but neither is being taken for granted. A man doesn't work 8, 10, 12 hours a day to come home to silence, mess, and emotional distance. He does it for connection, for a soft place to land, for a partner who says, I've got the home front, go rest, I'll take care of you. And when that doesn't happen, when he feels like a paycheck with a mailbox, not a loved one, that's when motivation dies, effort fades, and the relationship starts to collapse, not because of one big fight, but because of 1,000 small neglects. So yes, both parties must bring something, not because of gender roles, but because of respect. A relationship doesn't work if only one person is serving. It thrives when both feel needed, appreciated, and reciprocated.
It's why a lot of relationships don't work. We make her Wonder Woman and she makes us Superman, and neither one of us can live up to it. And that we've got that bulb, that honeymoon bulb, turned up to 100 watts, and the honeymoon's over. We're trying to deal with some real base stuff. Let's leave it at 20 watts. We're just lit, but we're not just feverishly, superhuman. And I think a lot of us just purport that on someone else, and they can't live up to it, and it ends up not being fair to them. And then they do the same to us, and we both walk away going, I underwhelmed.
The truth? Most of life is a 20-watt relationship. It's quiet dinners, it's laundry, it's tired conversations. It's showing up when you don't feel like it. But we keep acting like it should always be 100. And when it's not, we blame the other person for failing us. We project this superhuman image onto them, and when they can't live up to it, we walk away. Not because they were bad, but because they were human. And guess what? They were doing the same to us. The real issue? Expectations. Not the big, loud ones, but the quiet, unspoken ones. How do you handle stress? What does support look like to you? How do you deal with conflict? These things have to be talked about, early, honestly, repeatedly, because if you don't communicate what you need, how can they meet you there? And if they don't tell you their limits, how can you understand them? Love isn't about finding someone who can carry the weight of your fantasy. It's about finding someone who's willing to walk with you at 20 watts, through the dim moments, the quiet days, the real stuff.
Yo, babe, what movie should we watch? Hello, let's pick a movie. Fine.
Babe, I thought we were watching a movie.
I understand now.
Why are you talking to your controller?
Yo, babe, hurry up, we're gonna be late.
I'm not ready yet. I need like 45 more minutes.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Hey, babe, did you find everything we need?
Yep. I'm just gonna walk around the store again just to make sure I didn't forget anything. Never mind, I got everything I need. Why do you have a PS5 controller?
No reason.
I can't decide what to eat. Chipotle. I'll get Chipotle.
Perfect.
Do I want a burrito or do I want a bowl? Burrito it is.
Sounds good.
Ooh, chicken or steak? Chicken? I'll get chicken.
Can you order it?
Yes. Ordering food.
Why do we hear all the time? We always hear from Polish girls that they like these Spanish or Italian men. Is it true?
Yeah, there are exotic, I don't know.
If you wanted to find a Spanish boy, where would you go?
Cubano. Yeah, Cubano is the most Spanish club in the world, so.
In the Warsaw, but it's bad. But it's a bad place to go.
He said that.
Women have types, just like men do, whether it's accent, style, body language, or cultural vibe. Attraction is shaped by what we're drawn to, what feels exciting, unfamiliar, or refreshing. And in Poland, where social norms might lean more reserved, structured, or traditional, the fiery spontaneity of a Spanish guy can feel like a breath of fresh air. It's not about one being better than the other, it's about contrast. The quiet finds comfort in the loud, the reserved gets curious about the bold, the familiar starts craving the different. And that's why you see patterns not just in Poland, but everywhere. In Japan, Western men stand out. In the US, Eastern European women are idealized. In Brazil, Italian charm gets attention. It's not shallow, it's human nature. We're drawn to what expands us. So yeah, Polish women might lean towards Spanish guys, not because of some universal rule, but because attraction often follows the path of contrast. And honestly, that's what keeps love interesting. The way two different worlds can collide, not to change each other, but to feel something new.